Hey y'all, what's up? What it is? It's your girl Brittany. She's back. She's better with another episode of Baddies Gone Wild. We're on episode 3, y'all. We're on episode 3. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know I post frequently. All right, y'all. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow, or Dougie, y'all, into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Without further ado, let's go and get into this video. So, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Daisy was punching Titi so hard. Baby, she could have just took the bed to me. Like, she was punching the Mario out of Titi's brain cells. Baby, it's never that deep for a queen size bed that everybody and their daddy has slept in and all they do is change the sheets. You can have it. I promise you. Let me go sleep comfortably in my 2020 twin. So Cupcakes come in and she lets it be known that she has a 6-bedroom house. She's not going to be fighting over a queen size mattress. To an extent, I agree. Very much so. Like, I'm not going to be fighting y'all over a bed when I have a queen king at my house that I sleep in comfortably every night. Like, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that. Not only am I not doing that one, I just don't feel as though she should allow Australia to sleep with her. After Australia just kept finding you like that over that bed, we would have just had to keep running there, or I'm finna move and gone about my business. But I'm not just giving her the bed. Like, or as far as like giving it to her, what I mean, like, I'm not sleeping with her. I'm not sleeping with her. Either I'm gonna leave, let her have that bed, or I'm gonna keep fighting for the bed. But I'm not sleeping with a broad who just kept punching me like that. And one that went out her way and picked me because she was scared of the other girl, and the other girl was beating her up at that. So Titi trying to stand her ground behind her room. She's letting it be known like she found the room. She had to work hard to quote unquote find the room. And she just feels like Daisy is wrong. I definitely think Daisy is wrong for beating her down like she did. But at the same time, it's not that deep over no room. And I get you trying to stand your ground and you saying that you're running with anybody, but girl, be for real. You do not want to keep running with this beluga whale. Like, be for real. Nobody wants to run it with a beluga whale who's cross-eyed. Like, if we just being honest. And if we just going to be further honest, or just like overly honest, it's not because you did your hair. It's because you didn't want to fight her. As much as you feel like you're a fighter or you can hang in there, you're decent. You alright. But she tore you. I mean, as she should. I mean, look at her. As she should, but she tore you. And you're trying to save face, but it's really, girl, like, we seen you get tore. They seen you get tore. Just take the L. Cupcake tries to confront Bahati, saying, like, well, we talked last night. Like, y'all really are weird out of this. Bahati is not trying to hear none of that. And personally, I'm not either. You don't want to fight. I mean, you did do your rounds. I'm not going to lie to you. You lost all of them, but you was, doing your rounds. So if you not here to do all that, I would just say let it go and stop talking to her. Coco and Daisy squash that beef, and Jaden wants to come in her confessionals talking about how she wouldn't did anything when you just picking your face up off the floor after Daisy just took you through there in the last episode. Girl, shut up. Nobody cares about what you coulda, woulda, shoulda did. Nobody asks. Nobody cares. Back to the scene that we go. If anything, like Coco said, they really ain't had no problem. So it really wasn't no need for them to keep going back and forth when it really wasn't no issue that they had. And her eye is messed up. Why would she keep going back and forth with a bitch who busted her eye? So Titi then calls out Australia, just letting it be known like Australia should have ran it with her, especially if she knew that Cupcake is, supposedly or might can have cancer. So I feel like Australia is scared of Titi. She know that Titi will get a run for her money, so that's why she went for the weaker link, aka Cupcake. The obvious proof is in the pudding. So Cupcake then lets it be known that, she might have cancer and she's here to turn up, she's here to be this and that. Great. But they had a conversation, she felt like that Australia is fake. But she did say that she was gonna slap Australia, but the fact that Australia came for her and not for Glow, who said the same thing, kind of got her a little irritated. And she's like, well, she said it, but so why you hit me? You need to hit me and her. No, she can hit on whoever she want to hit on. Like, y'all know why she's not hitting on Gloss, because she feels as though she might think that Gloss can fight. They said though Gloss cannot fight like that. They already let it be known that she's not a fighter. So I don't know. She might start picking with her once she see that she really can't fight like that. Then she might try to get down with Gloss, but until then, she just keeping her distance. She knew you couldn't fight though. Titi do be punking the mess out of Australia, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I love to see a wolf get put on their back. So she lets it be known, they gonna fight. Whoever wins gets the room. Australia ends up letting it be known that she gonna get the room, or she gonna stay in the room regardless of if she win or lose. She said no, it's not gonna be like that. But where is that energy with the one who just took you through and drug you through the ground? See, they ain't saying nothing to the one who drugged them through the ground. They're saying something to Australia instead of saying something to the ring leader here, which is Daisy. So they move on, and Shay again just starts talking about what she said about the girls who had to go to the auditions versus the girls who had to come to, or had did like a virtual audition, and then the celebrity guests. I just think again that her issue is with production, really not with these girls. She should be talking more so to production and the talent agents versus these women. Hurricane, in my opinion, really can't fight like that, for real, for real. If I'm just being honest, I definitely don't think that she's just the best fighter, but the people that she is fighting currently in this episode just can't fight. So it seems as though she really think like she really doing her thing, but it's like, you're girl, you find Jaden. Like, Jaden can't fight like that. We see that Jaden can't fight like that. And you feel like you're doing your big one, but you're not. They're all sizing you up, and they just waiting on you to say something out the way to them so they can whoop you. So the girls started playing Never Have I Ever, and we definitely got to know some of the girls a little bit more than others with these freaky questions. And I don't know what they talking about with Gloss, but y'all please tell me down in the comments, because she was like, yeah, I do that. And she wants to blink. Well, girl, I haven't blinked in like 30 seconds because I'm trying to figure out what they talking about. I don't really keep up with her. So if y'all know what she talking about, tell me. So, baby, they set up the next scene for basically Australia and Titi to go and get there. Baby, when I tell you, Titi was so mad that she really couldn't put the pause on Daisy Dukes. So she said, I'm getting you. And got her, she did. When I say for old new Beyond and Beyond's mother, Beyond to infinity and beyond. She was, girl, that girl was swimming. Truly nothing was carrying her but her legs. Her brain was somewhere else she couldn't see. The girl is telling her to lay down. She had put her in a different yoga pose. She damn near got the girl like turned upside down. For real. Like she find that girl like down. Like, girl, Australia, just go lay, babes. Go lay. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That second, when they got in their stances, the second round, you can tell Titi work out for real. She really do work out. I ain't gonna say she necessarily got hands like that, but she do work out. Australia, you cannot say that TT keep trying to fight you. TT is not trying to fight you no more. She was trying to walk off. You asked for that, and she gave you the lock of the locks. I will say this. I love the fact that security is not jumping in these fights so quick. I really, really do. I really, really, really do. Because we know 5 minutes in, Zeus securities will fly over there. No, okay, break it up, break it up. They do that. But they are not doing it. Like, you really see the fight. And you really can tell like a clear winner. And I love that for me. Like, seriously. Like, They starting to do better. We move on to the next scene, and Daisy is confining Hurricane, letting it be known that she don't trust Coco because, of what she did to Coco. Even though Coco squashed the beef with her, it's still like, I don't trust you because you just never know what type of time you on. I don't think you should trust her at all either, because you, like, look at her eye. Look at her eye. If I'm her, I would be on that same type of timing too. I would be sneaking you everything. I might hit you with some pancakes, a bowl of grits. You just never know. Hey y'all, so I know the video is late. I haven't been feeling too well. I'm on my girl stuff, so I've been hurting real bad to where I really didn't have the energy to upload this video to y'all. So I know it's like 2 days late. I do apologize, but I just didn't have the energy. I'm gonna give y'all the rest, and then we're gonna go about our business. So Rella come down, and she basically is confronting Daisy about her being boring. And Daisy like, I'm really not seeing you. So like I said, you're boring. I don't think Rella boring, but I don't feel like she giving main character energy either. It's kind of like she there, she trying to do her stuff, but it's like, something more entertaining is going on over here. So Rella and Daisy start getting into it. In the midst of them getting into it, they start going back and forth about what part of New York they from and how this part of New York do this and this part of New York do that. Child. Be for real. Anyway, but they started talking about that. And in my opinion, like I said before, Rella checking Daisy, but at the same time, she do not want Daisy to fight her. Like, as much as she want to say gangsta Barbie in this, girl, please, you don't want to get your world rocked by this girl. So I suggest, you just keep it cute, because she really might pop on you. And I do think Daisy doing it for the cameras. I mean, all y'all are doing it for the cameras currently right now. Like, all of y'all are giving us what we want. Fights, 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 fights. Oxy confronting Cupcake is very stupid to me, because, like she said, she had put in her head diagnosed. If anything, you should have just asked more questions. And I'm not gonna lie, when she said that she has cancer, or however she worded it, I thought diagnosed too. But at the same time, I don't feel like she was taking advantage of you per se or anything like that. If y'all want to say no, I just don't feel as though she was taking advantage. I don't. She had just got beat up. She kept getting back in the field. She drinking. She doing stuff. If she don't care, why should y'all? And even though she said that, she still came to the show. Like, regardless, she still came to the show. So that means whatever happens on the show happens on the show. Like. And also, I just feel as though Roxy ain't been doing that for these past 2 episodes. So I think that she really just want a storyline, in my opinion. Because who is Cupcake? Like, just to be honest, she's another somewhat background character. Even though she get in the field, she doing stuff. She'll be in the background sooner than later, and you're in the background too. So I think it was just more so she want to start popping off, doing stuff. She wants to start getting her camera time in. So the girls go downstairs, and Titi thought that she was going to be telling her story about her in Australia getting the fine. But apparently they did not want to hear that story, nor did they give a rat's ass about that story. So Hurricane lets it be known that she feels as though Shay ain't calmed down now that she got beat up. She thought she was going to be hot shit when she first got in here, and she going to be one of the first to go home. So Shay's like, you might be one of the first to go home, and I've still been acting the same that I've been acting before then, since then. So Hurricane asks Shay to get up and fight. Like I told y'all earlier or in the last video, Hurricane cannot fight to me. She can't. She fighting that girl who really, really can't fight, so it does seem as though she could fight, but she cannot fight at all. She cannot fight. So they start their first round, pull hair whole time. She's not doing it but pushing them back. And I definitely don't feel as though Shay was super ready. So that's another thing too. Shay wasn't truly like ready to go and fight. Even though she was like, get up, get up, get up. It still wasn't like the girl was ready. As soon as she got up, you started hitting her, pulling her hair. And Shay was holding on to her hair for the most part. And Shay ain't necessarily the best fighter either, but she ain't Hurricane. Like, Hurricane can't fight for real. And mind you, Hurricane got on shoes too. Shay barefooted. You never know what was on that floor. So they go a second round. Shay started getting her. I ain't gonna say tearing her, but Shay definitely was in. Emery hit the ground, told him, stay done, stay done. No, you want to redeem yourself. That's all that is. She not finna let you redeem yourself. But I don't blame her. Like, I get it, you want your camera time. You want to get your camera time off her, but she want to make sure she all the way ready. She got shoes on and everything. So I get it. I wouldn't give you that either. And at this point, everybody feels though they could take Shay, but nobody's trying Daisy though. So Ming then chimes in, letting it be known that Shay in the beginning didn't even want to talk to her. Shay did let her know that she did feel some type of way because she felt like she had an easy way in, and Lemmy had to, make Shay basically talk to Ming or whatever. This is my thing right here. I don't know what roller coaster she had to get through to get on this show, but she is making sure she let it be known that she really do not like y'all for getting that easy way in. For whatever reason, I don't know what backflips that she had to do to get on the show, but she is standing on business behind the fact of not really caring for y'all like that because y'all had an easy way. And Ming is like, tell me to my face, don't be fake. I don't feel like she was being fake. I think once she got there, she already had fault behind it. The girl beat her up. It really ain't much else to talk about because the girl had already beat her up. And not only that, I'm tired of the storyline. At this point, let's get a new one. So Hurricane still, being messy. She let it be known that Shay said that she was gonna get Ming or whatever. And Ming oh, you fake if you plotting on me. So Gloss ends up telling her, go ask her, do she want to fight you? And she gonna take the fade. I think Gloss trying to get some camera time too. She should have just waited because apparently word on the curve is allegedly she was getting beat up the whole season. I think Hurricane want to fit in bad. I think she want to make it seem like she really know how to fight like that. In my opinion, she don't. She really, really don't. I think she wants to get close with Gloss and Ming because they are the celebrity guests or the celebrity cast, and they want to be cool with them, just to open more doors outside of Baddies. So Ming is going all over the house, and I don't see them but the dirtiest rooms. They have really gone wild because the hygiene is not there. I mean, filthy. They just moved in this house a day ago, and the rooms look disgusting. So Ming was looking for Shay, looking for her. Never checked the confession room though. Look for her everywhere else though. So she finally finds her. Glow goes after her, into the room to find Shay. Shay, is what? She you want to fight me? You want to fight me? She was like, I mean, do you want to fight me? So she's like, come on, let's fight. So Gloss stands up for me and is like, I'm fighting for her. Mind you, Lord Jesus. She was like, what's up? I'm really thinking she finna rock out. No rock, no out. It was giving time out. It was giving try again. Let's start over. So Shay was like, she ain't want to fight her, which I get it. I feel like Shay is caught off guard with a little bit of these fights. So she was like, she don't want to fight her. Me calling out the fade, I'm gonna get that with me. Her and Ming get the fight. Of course, she about to tear Ming up. Simple. As she should, though. Ming don't even supposed to be here, but if she is gonna be here, I do think it's fair for them to make her fight. So we see a little snippet of what it's gonna give, and it didn't give anything from Gloss nor Ming. It gave nothing. Coco eye is through. Coco needs to leave. Her eye. I hope her eye is okay. Because Daisy knocked the blood vessel out that eye. And I really do hate that. I really do. We also see that Gloss and that other girl who's a background character get into it. And she is tearing Gloss up. Tearing her up. Gloss got her eyes closed, just taking the hits. Trying to find something to touch. Okay, because that girl was tearing her. Coco also get in the field with Jaden. I'm tired of Jaden at this point. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye. Love y'all. Sorry for the wait.